Hello students, today I am going to start our new chapter, that is separation technique of 6th standard, and chapter number that is 3. So we have seen many instances where we see the separation techniques, like in our homes when we strain tea or when we separate bran from flour. That is a separation techniques. For example, when your mom made a pulav, so in that different veggies are there, and the veggies you don't like, you pick up and separate them to remove from that pulav. So that is also a separation technique. So what is separation? Separation means the removal of unwanted material to obtain a pure substance, that is called as separation. Now there are different techniques, separation techniques, which we will discuss later. Now here you can see there is separation of solid in solid mixtures. Second one, that is separation of solids in liquid mixtures, and separation of liquid in liquid mixtures. Now in separation of solid in solid mixtures, we will discuss 5 processes. First one, that is winnowing. Second one, that is sieving. Third one, hand picking, magnetic spectrum, and fifth one, that is sublimation. And separation of solid and liquid mixture, here we will discuss sedimentation and decantation. Second one, that is filtration. Third one, that is centrifugation, and fourth one, that is evaporation. So first one, that is separation of solid in solid mixture. Solid in solid mixture. Here the first process, that is winnowing. Winnowing is the process of separation of lighter substances from heavier one. For example, when we separate wheat from husk, what in this process, that separation is done with the help of wind. For example, husk, that is wheat, that is taken in a container, and we stand in front of the wind, and that husk, that is separated from that wheat with the help of wind. For example, here is some person stand, here is wind. For example, fan is here and this person is here. Wheat, that is taken in a vessel. Wheat, that is fall down vertically, and the husk in the wheat, that fall down at some distance. So by this winnowing, we can separate wheat from the husk, wheat that here and husk here. So it is the process of winnowing. Second one, that is sieving. So sieving. So first of all, what is sieve? Sieve is a vessel having different sizes of pores. For example, in homes we daily separate bran from flour with the help of sieve. In sieve, coarse material that is left in the sieve and fine material that is left behind. So it is sieving. Now third one, that is hand picking. So name hand picking means with the help of hand. Hand picking. In hand picking, we separate heavier particles like pebbles from rice, cereals or pulses, and it is done with the help of hand, so it is called as hand picking. Now the next one, that is magnetic separation. Magnetic separation. So here we separate two components, that is, one is magnetic and other is non-magnetic. For example, there is a mixture of two components, magnetic and non-magnetic. So magnetic separation is the process to separate this magnetic component from this non-magnetic one. For example, we have iron nails. We have iron nails like this one, iron nails, and with this there is sulfur. With this there is sulfur. Then how we can separate these iron nails from the sulfur? With the help of magnet. Here we can take magnet, and when we rotate this magnet over these iron nails they cling up, and with this iron nails they are separated from the sulfur. So this is the process of magnetic separation. The next one, that is sublimation. So normally what happens, that when we heat some solid, that changes into liquid, then that changes into gas. But in case of sublimation, what happens, this solid that directly changes into gas. So sublimation is the process of changes of solid to gas without changing into liquid form. For example, camphor or naphthalene balls, when we heated these, they directly changes into gaseous form, and we can easily change the gaseous form into solid one. So it is the process of sublimation. Now it is all about the separation of solid in solid mixture. Here both the components that are solid, so it is called separation of solid in solid mixture. Now the next one is separation of solid in liquid mixtures. Here the first process is sedimentation and decantation. So sedimentation, you all know that what is sedimentation. Sedimentation means settling down of anything. Anything when settled down, it is known as sedimentation. Like here this sand or soil that is settled down, so it is known as sedimentation. And what is decantation? Decantation is that when we pour this pore liquid into another one, this pouring, that is known as decantation. So clear what is sedimentation and decantation. Sedimentation means settling down of any component, and decantation means when we take this pure form into another, that is decantation. And we also used another term in sedimentation, that is loading. Loading means the adding of alum in this for increase the rate of sedimentation. For increase the rate of sedimentation. So this process known as loading. And sedimentation and decantation, that is also used while you are purifying your water. When water that is placed in a large vessels, then what we done, that muddy water or some insoluble material that settle down, so that is sedimentation, and we take that pure water with the help of taps in another one, that is called as decantation. Now the next process here, that is filtration. Filtration. So filtration is done with the help of filter paper or muslin cloth. And here insoluble material that is separated from liquid mixture. For example, what happens in this filtration, like here is a mixture of sand and water. How we can filter this? With the use of filter paper. This is filter paper and this is added in this. After that, take this, then in this way you can pour this in your flask. And how this is filtered? Filtered with the help of filter paper. In the filter paper, in the place of filter paper, we can also use muslin cloth. And this thing we can also done in our homes. Whenever we filtered our tea, or when we cooked the rice, we separate the rice from the starch. So that is the process of filtration. Now the next one, that is the centrifugation. Centrifugation. In this also there is separation of solid from liquid. One, solid particles that are suspended in liquid mixtures, and then with the help of centrifugation we can separate them. For example, when we separate the cream from the milk, what happens? That milk that is rotated in the machines or in a large vessel and rotate at higher speed, then what happens? That cream comes at the top and milk that at the bottom. So in this way we can separate the cream from the milk, and it is a process of centrifugation, where anything that is rotated at high speed. Now the next process here, that is evaporation. So what is evaporation? Evaporation means when liquid changes into vapor, liquid that changes into vapor without boiling. For example, in seawater what happen? That water that changes into vapor form, and in the sea salt that is left behind. So with the process of evaporation, salt that can be extracted in the seas. Now the next one, that is, this is all about separation of solid in liquid mixture. Now the next one, that is separation of liquid in liquid mixtures. First of all, in this there are two types of liquids: miscible liquids and immiscible liquids. Miscible liquids are those where the two liquids that mixed with each other, and immiscible means they don't mix with each other. Example of miscible liquids, that when we add crude oil with petroleum, then both the liquids they get mixed with each other. And immiscible liquids are water and oil. When we mix both water and oil, that makes different layers. They can't mix with each other. Now, what is the process to separate two immiscible liquids? Immiscible liquids can be separated only with the help of separating funnel. So here you can see this is a separating funnel. When we add water and oil both, they make and settle down for some time. Then they make two different layers. Lower layer that is of water and upper layer that is of oil. Then with the help of stopper, we can take the lower layer of water in another vessel and oil that is left behind. So in this way we can separate the two immiscible liquids with the help of separating funnel. Now this is only the method of separation of liquid in liquid mixture. Now the next one, that is separation of gas in liquid mixture. So here is one example of separation of gas in liquid mixture. While we boil the water, what happens? The air present in water that escapes while boiling. Then the air that escapes, and what is left behind? That is liquid. So it is the separation of gas and liquid, because in water air that is present, and when we boiled, air that is escape and liquid that is water that is left behind. So it is the process of separation of gas in liquid mixture. Now next one, that is separation of different component in mixture. In mixture. So for example, if we have a flask, we add sand, water, water, then we can also add it salt and sawdust. So if a mixture that has salt, sand, water, sawdust, how we can separate these all different components? So what is the process? First of all, sand. When we allow this mixture to stand for some time, sand that is settle down, salt that is dissolved in water, and sawdust that is floating on the top. Then what we do? Filtration. When we do filtration, the sawdust that comes into the filter paper. That comes into the filter paper, and water that is dissolved with the salt, and this sand that is settled down like this. Sand that is settled down, when we add some salt with water, that is on the upper layer, and when sawdust that float on the layer. Then after that what we can do? We can separate the water from this, and after that when we heat this water, we separate salt from the water. So this is the separation of different components in mixture. Now there is last topic, that is separation of pure substance using different techniques. Like when we have impure salt that is taken from seas, first of all we do crushing of salt. Crushing of salt. Then change into powdered form. Powdered form. After that we added water, that we make a salt solution. After this we heated this. Evaporation. And in the last step we can take pure salt. Pure salt. So here is a different separation techniques that we are used in the changes of impure salt to pure salt. First crushing of salt, then in powdered form, then mixed with water and form a salt solution. After that we do evaporation, and then in the last step we can take pure salt. So this is all about your chapter separation techniques. Here three steps are separation of solid in solid mixture, then separation of solid in liquid, and liquid in liquid. And here winnowing, sieving, hand picking, magnetic separation and sublimation. And in this there is sedimentation, filtration, centrifugation and evaporation. So this is all about the chapter, and try to solve the questions that are present in your book, that are internal questions. Like, and see the activities, different activities that are given in your book, so you can do at your home. And there is one question that why kidney act as natural filters in the human body. So tell me the reason that why kidneys they act as natural filters in our human body. Thank you.